Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klopple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a Question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is the guy who's going to be learning the song right along with you for the very first time. His name is Electric Elisha. Say hello, Electric Elisha. Hi. Okay, that's how he's going to say hi. And this is the incomparable Kendra moderating the chat room.
Guess what? This whole time I've been trying to think of something interesting to say.
Okay.
And then I don't know, I hope I'm allowed to say this, but no, it's not bad or anything.
Behind the scenes. Get the bleep button ready.
Oh,
yes.
No, it's good. I recorded the Composer Card game instructional videos.
Oh,
yeah.
They don't even know about that yet.
Right, that's what I was saying. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. So there are
I
composer
hope I didn't
cards.
give away the farm.
Yeah, no, that Music Lessons and Box people get, and so then there's games that you can play with all the cards that you're collecting because you get new ones each month and stuff. So yeah, but this week everyone's got a weekly activity. Tell us about that.
This week is the Mandyland, and it's a game just like Candyland, but of course with Klopple and his friends. When you play, just tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points this week from our mascot penguin Klopple.
Yeah, and I think that one's kind of easy and it's pretty fun. So anyway, enjoy that one this week. Hey, Klopple. Hey, we both have the same tie, but yours is red. That's pretty cool. All right, you need to get lost, go into the other room, practice your song. You all need to have your PDF open or just follow along with me. Couple things on this song that make it a little bit tricky. First of all, it's kind of fast. So for songs that are kind of fast, that's fine. You just don't practice with the track yet. Just get all the notes that you can and try to work those out and smooth them out so you can play just a little chunk with the track and then try to add one note to it. Try to then play it with the track. So you just got to take it small chunks at a time when we have a fast song. The other thing, though, that's going to be important is there are 3 signs in here that you may not have ever seen before if this is your first lesson. If this is, by the way, welcome. This sign right here is a flat sign. That means play that note slightly lower. So what we're going to do is start here on our D. In order to find a D, I think everyone can do this. You just find a group of 2 black notes like those ones right there. That wouldn't work right there because that's a group of 3. You need a group of 2 like those ones or those ones. Group of 2, and the D is the one that's in the middle. And that's going to be your first note. It's going to be a very important note in this song. So we're going to play that one. And then this next one says play an E. Well, if that's a D, then an E should be right next to it. However, that flat sign means we're going to play the note that's just slightly lower, slightly to the left of that E. And this is the note that's slightly to the left of that. So that one's going to be an E flat. So that's the first important thing is D, E flat. It's pretty easy to play. Once you find that D, you just go up to the next note, and then actually the next one is an E natural, which is what this sign is right here. It means not flat, not sharp, not special in any way, just a regular old, plain old E. So we need a D, and then an E flat, and then an E natural. However, the E natural sign, because I was not the one voting for these signs and what they should be, I did not get to say, hey, your natural sign, it looks just like a sharp sign and everyone's going to get it confused. Nobody asked me. So this right here is a sharp sign. It's the opposite of a flat sign. So it might feel like already you're learning a whole lot of stuff and it doesn't make sense yet. That's all right. You got the first 2 notes. You got that D, you got the E flat. You're already playing the first 2 notes of the song. So you're set. You're good. Let me show you this for when we get to it. This hashtag sign right here is a sharp. So normally this note right here would be an F because it says F. Hey, that's convenient. So we normally play an F right there, but when it's got a hashtag before it, that's a sharp sign, which means slightly to the right. It's the opposite of a flat. So that note's going to be an F sharp right there. So those are the 3 symbols that you need for this song. Kind of tricky. There's a flat sign, which is right here. That flat sign means slightly lower or slightly to the left. The natural sign, which means never mind, not flat, not sharp, just regular old, plain old E. They just put that one in because this one was an E flat, and so this one's an E natural. So in case you got confused and thought you had another E flat there. And then we have the sharp sign down here, which means slightly to the right. Okay, enough of the explanations there on that stuff. Let's play these notes. The first 3 are super easy to play. If I wouldn't have said all those words, you would have been able to find a D and go to the next note up and then go to the next note up. The next one is not the next note up. This is going to be one of the 2 important moves in the entire song. Going from this E, we've got to skip over 4 notes. The 4 notes that you're skipping over, doesn't matter what they're called. They're an F and a G and an A and a B. Whatever. You're going to skip over those 4 notes and land on this one right here. If you can get from this to this, that's like half the song right there. Literally, that was like half the song. E to C, E to C, E to C. Right there. Those are the ones. E, C, E, C, E, C. So, before you have the E, C, you've got this little crawl up to the E. And then back and forth. Then the other important move that you're going to need for this song is right here. C, D, E. This one is much easier to do. Once you get to that C, you just go to the next note up and the next note up. And that thing's going to show up. That's like almost another half of the song. You're almost done with the song by the time you can do that, because that shows up again right there. And then we've got the E, C, E, C, E, C thing there. This is probably the trickiest part of the song right here. That F sharp to the A, to the C, to the E. F sharp, A, C, E. So when we get to there, that's going to be a tricky part. And then I really wanted to make it short to make it easier. But I know a lot of you get through all the notes and you're like, wait a second, there's more to the song. So I have added in the already he's bored. All right, well, maybe already you're bored. I'm sorry. So this thing right here, you don't have to worry about the second page at all. It's totally extra. It is in your track, and it's mostly that CDE thing that we did. CDE, there's a CD, there's a CE without a D. So it's mostly that CDE thing that we did. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-bum. So it's all just those 3 notes, and then at the very, very end, you'll have a B, D, C. That's that note and that one. in that one. But we've really gone to the end of the song, and I didn't learn the first part very well yet. Let me show you this a couple times through. Sorry, Clapple. Then once we play with the track, it'll be the last time through with the track. But now the curtain is going up. That's the first line. Work on that. That's going to be the most important part. And then we have entertainer is take. Then this part right here, which is the ending of the song also. You're going to need this thing one more time. Ing a bow. Do the exact same thing one more time. Does his dance step and sings a song. Here's the tricky part that's going to need to practice later on after the lesson. Even gets all the audience to sing along. Okay, so lots going on there. But then after that, we have yet he knows just what he must do. This is the exact same thing as the beginning. So if you can do the beginning, you can definitely do this. Yet he knows just what he must do, how to bring down the house. Here's that same ending thing again when he's through. When he's through. Then the part that you don't have to worry about. Snappy patter and jokes. He knows what pleases the folks. The entertainer, the star of the show. Hey! Let's try it with the track. The track's going to be pretty fast, but just try to get those first 3 notes if you can. Now the cur. Now the cur. And then eventually you'll get up to that C. Once you get to that C, then you're well on your way. Let's try it with the track just so you can see what it's going to sound like eventually. 2 and a 1, 2, 3. Now the curtain is going up. Entertainer is taking a bow. Does his dance step and sings a song. So there's that beginning part again. Here's the tough part. Even gets the audience to sing along. Yet he knows just what he must do. How to bring down the house when he's through. Snappy patter and jokes. He knows what pleases the folks. The entertainer, the star of the show. Hey! For the hey at the end. I'm just playing a couple extra C's there. But maybe, and I hadn't thought about this until now, maybe you want to work on these last 3 notes to have the ending of the song and also have that thing when it shows up in all those other places too. But Clapple says that's our last time on level 1. Don't worry, we'll practice it more on level 2. But for right now, it's time for our feature of the day, which is just a little bit extra information about this song. For example, if you were getting those composer cards in the Music Lessons in a Box kits, like Kendra was talking about earlier, then you have the Scott Joplin one, which is one of the composers, and he's the guy who wrote this song. So finally we have a song written by a guy in our composer cards. Also, this song is one of many songs that are called rags, and I think you'll know a rag when you hear it. Usually, anything that we do, like this thing, if you've been here for very many lessons, you've heard this thing before. Those are usually all rags. And also, I told you that at the end of this song, I'm giving you the rest of this song, this thing. But there's a whole other section to this song. So if you like all of this and you play through all of this, then you should go look up the song on the internet and then listen to the whole thing all the way through. If you like the rest of it, let me know and I can send you notes for that part too. But it's really, really super long. This is just the most popular part that plays in all the ice cream trucks across America. Let's level up.
Transitioning to Level 2. This may be confusing to Level 1 students, so please continue to practice the Level 1 version, or visit learnpianolive.com/level2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.